If you're not already excited, get ready, because now this is where it gets fun, because this offer right here is really cool. When I first tell you what it is, you're probably gonna be like, what? Well, bear with me here, because this offer right here, I hope you're absolutely excited for what I have in store for you today, because today, my friends, I'm about to give you an entire business model that you can literally implement this year. And to be honest, guys, I haven't been this excited about a video in a really, really long time, because, you know, when I think about it, what I put together in this video and what I'm gonna share is kind of like the behind the scenes stuff, the stuff that you don't see, the stuff that actually makes YouTubers money that no one ever talks about, right? There's so much content out there on the platform that gives you everything at a surface level, right? They might tell you to sell online courses or to sell a membership or a digital product or something like that, but they don't actually show you the back end pieces of how you actually make it happen. And that is what I aim to do in this video, and give you some real life examples of how you can actually implement this and see the full big picture. So guys, we're really gonna go in depth from what videos you need to actually create, to what type of videos, to how to create the membership, to how to sell the membership, to how to build an actual membership funnel on the YouTube platform. All right, so now that we have the whiteboard pulled up, let's actually dive into this and really look at what this thing's gonna look like as we build it out. So the first thing I want you to think about is your YouTube channel as layers. Well, I'm gonna kind of build these layers out for you so you can see it here. So let's grab our pen here. So at the top, I want you to think about this top layer of your channel as a bunch of broader style content videos for your niche, and we'll dive deep into what I mean by this. But I just want to draw this out a little bit. We'll draw about 3 or 4 different sections here. And guys, I just want you to think about this top layer as broader style content in your niche that's going to cast a wide net to bring a lot of people into your channel, okay? So this isn't the stuff where you go super detailed, you do your keyword research and all that kind of stuff. This is that broader style content that's going to attract that wide audience and get people into your ecosystem. Now, from here, I want you to think about a couple things. So imagine that each one of these sections here are almost like categories, or what I call buckets. So there's a bucket, and here's a bucket, for example. And, you know, I'm going to use a personal finance niche as we go through this demonstration, but you could really plug this into any niche. So in personal finance, you know, maybe on this side you have, you know, this section right here is all about budgeting. And I'm not going to write the whole thing out, but you get the idea, right? It's about budgeting. And then maybe over here we have a section about investing, right? And then over here we might have income generation. And guys, each one of these buckets is going to funnel people into a core piece of content down here. It's almost like a mini sales letter. So we'll just call this a video sales letter. But from your YouTube channel's perspective, this looks like another piece of content. So think of this as a wide casting net, broad approach to try to get people in, that then recommends them into another video that is very targeted, more specific to the products that you sell. And in this case, into the membership that you sell, or the front end offer that we're going to talk about here in just a minute that funnels people into the membership. All right, so you want to think about this is that each one of these buckets is going to have one of these core pieces of content here that's almost like a video sales letter. And guys, you would have as many buckets as you would have categories on your channel. But remember, we want to keep our channel content pretty tight, so we wouldn't want to have 10 different buckets, right? Or 10 different categories. We'd only have probably 3 to 5, something like that. And guys, I want you to think about this section right here as the type of people that would be watching this content right here would be your ideal customers of your membership. So when you create these videos, which I'll explain to you how to do, these are targeting the ideal customer of your products and your membership, right? And these are actually going to be content pieces that are really good videos. They're really good content, but they go really deep on a specific subject. And within these awesome little videos, there's going to be a description, right? There's going to be a description for this video. And within these descriptions of these videos, there's going to be what I call a feature section. And this is pretty cool, guys. So imagine this almost like a mini sales letter for your low ticket offer. So right here, you know, you're going to have a headline, and below that headline, you're going to have some bullet points that talk about your low ticket offer. I'm going to explain that in just a minute, but I want you to think about each one of these videos having that feature section right in the description of the video with a headline and some bullet points for our low ticket offer. All of these are going to lead back to a sales page for our low ticket offer, right? So we're going to have a headline here, we're going to have some copy, all that kind of stuff, and then ultimately a buy button where they can buy the low ticket offer. And guys, each one of these feature sections, you're going to think about the 3 to 5 most powerful benefits of your low ticket offer that are going to get people excited. And all this does, guys, is it generates more clicks, right? A lot of people put a link in their description to, you know, a product or a course or something like that, and they don't give it any context. They just hope that people are going to find it, click it, go to it, buy it, that kind of stuff. Well, we're going to be smart about this, right? We're going to hit the highlights of what's on this sales page over here because we want to generate interest all the way back at this video. And we're also within these videos, we're going to make a couple passive mentions to how people can get that product, or if they want to learn more, they can go in the description and click on that link. So we're going to add a couple of those in there, maybe even at the end of it. Make sure that you promote it, say, hey, and if you want more content just like this, make sure you check out my XYZ product down in the description, right? And then they're going to go down in the description, see this awesome copy here that gets them excited, makes them want to click. They're going to click on it, and now, guys, now they're on our sales page. Now, if you're not already excited, get ready, because now this is where it gets fun, because this offer right here is really cool. When I first tell you what it is, you're probably going to be like, what? Well, bear with me here, because this offer right here is probably one of the most powerful offers that you can create, because this right here is going to be a really awesome product that you sell. When I break out the full example in the finance niche, this is actually going to be a budgeting template that's like a spreadsheet that they can plug in all their personal finances, right? And it's talked about in these little miniature core content VSL style videos, and it gets people excited, and then they want to buy that template. Well, then they come over to the sales page and they come down to buy it, and they're like, oh my gosh, this thing is only $1 or $2 at most. You can really put this anything that you want, but the key is we're going to get them to be a buyer. And I don't care what dollar amount at this point they're a buyer, right? Whether that's $1, $2, $7, $20, it don't matter. The big key is I want them to be a buyer, because this means they are making a conscious decision to pull out their credit card or their debit card and buy something from you. If I want an email list and you ask me if I wanted a list of people that have purchased from me or just an email list of people that have gotten something for free from me, I'm choosing the list where someone has purchased from me 100% of the time, right? And I really don't care what that dollar amount is at this point. Now, this offer right here can really be anything. In the personal finance niche, I use the example of a personal budget template, right? It's a spreadsheet. They can plug in their income, all their bills, all that kind of stuff, and it allows them to track their money and their spending. Very awesome and targeted for that niche, delivers a ton of value. So it don't matter whether that's a template or tool like that, or it's an ebook, or even a video training lesson, or even a mini course. It doesn't really matter. The key is that it delivers a high value to your audience, and that they only had to pay a very small amount to get access to it. So you're building a ton of goodwill with them because they just bought something that is really awesome from you, delivers a ton of value, and yet they feel like they stole this thing from you, right? They got this budgeting template for $1 or $2, and man, they feel like they're on top of the world. They got this really awesome thing from you, and that builds a ton of goodwill for you. And this is where we take it to the next level, because in their mind, they're thinking, man, I just spent $1 and I got this really awesome thing. Man, this is sweet. And now we're going to give them the icing on the cake, because now that they're a customer, we want to give them a customer discount. And in this example, I'm going to say that I have a membership over here that costs, right? This is my sales page from a membership. They get down to the bottom, and this thing costs them $27, right? But now that they're a customer, they're on our customer list, they have purchased from us, we are going to give them a customer discount code where they can actually get access to our membership for the first month for just $13.50, right? So we're going to cut this bad boy in half. They're going to have a spot right here where they can enter a customer discount code, put that bad boy in, they can subscribe to our membership for the first month, just $13.50. And again, now they feel even more on top of the world. Not only did they get this really awesome thing for $1, but now they get access to your membership for just $13.50 for the first month. And that gives us time to sell them in why they just made a great decision purchasing our membership. Because we're going to set up our membership in a very strategic way that makes people want to stay, that makes them not want to cancel their membership, and be a long-term customer that stays in the membership and pays us every single month and builds up that long-term value of that customer. And to them, guys, this feels like another no-brainer offer. So they're 14 and a half bucks in, and they feel like they just got this amazing, amazing deal. And guys, in just a minute, I'm going to show you how to set up that membership so that once people get in, they never want to leave. But first, I want you to think about something extremely powerful at this point. At this point, someone has just bought a $1 product from you, and then they spent $13.50 to join your monthly membership. And now, some people are going to join and stay forever. They're going to be your loyal customers that are there month after month. And then you got the people that are going to join and they're going to cancel right away, right? They're going to get that free month, consume as much content as possible, and they're on their way canceling all that kind of stuff. But on average, and I'm going to be conservative on this, let's say that they stay in your membership for 4 months, just 4 months. Right? On average, some people stay forever, some people cancel right away, but on average, in the middle of the road, most people are going to stay for about 4 months, let's say, right? Very, very doable. Well, let's do some math on that. So months 2, 3, and 4, now we add $27 for each one of those months. So 27 times 3 is $81 plus our $13.50 for the first month that they got at half price. Now we have an average customer value of $94.50 plus our dollar that they bought on the front end. So really over $95. So from a $1 to $2 offer to a $27 monthly membership, on average, now we have a customer that's worth $95 for every time we get someone to purchase that front end offer. And when you think about that, guys, at this price point, it takes you 300 members in this membership paying you monthly to build a $8,100 a month income, which if you convert that out to over a year's time, that's about $97,000. Guys, that is huge, right? You could build a full-time business off of what I just shared with you right here. But now let's say that they bought our $1 offer right here, right? They bought this, they loved it, but hey, you know what? They weren't in the position right now to invest that additional $13.50, or maybe they just weren't that interested right now to buy that membership from you. Well, guess what? We have them on a buyer's email list. And if we do this right, we're going to set this up so that every single day or every other day or once every 3 days, however we want to set it up, they get an email from us that's delivering value, that's delivering awesome content, but also just reminds them and gives them a little nudge that, hey, you want to check out our membership? It's right here. Oh, and guess what? Every time I release a new video on my YouTube channel, whether it's one of these videos up here or one of these down here, I'm going to send them an email and let them know about it too, because that's actually going to do two different things for us. Number one, it's going to deliver more value to them and get them more invested in my world and build that relationship with them so that later on down the road, they want to buy their way into this membership. But it's also going to give these videos and these videos more views, more clicks, more watch time, all that kind of stuff, which is going to make all of these videos perform better in YouTube, which when that happens, we get more and more people watching up here, which means we get more people watching here, which means we get more people buying here and here. And guys, I could go on for days how you could actually optimize that back-end campaign, whether you're sending people to video sales letters and giving them free tools and templates and all this stuff if they join your membership with bonuses and that kind of stuff. But just know at the top level, at its simplest form, this is already extremely powerful. And once you get it set up and working for you, well, then you can do all that fine tuning on the back end with the back end campaign and, testing different copy and offers and all that kind of stuff and bonuses that are going to make this thing convert even better. And something else to think about this, guys, is someone may have came in on this topic, they came in here, they bought this offer here, but they just weren't that interested at that time to buy your membership. Well, later on down the road, they're now on your buyer's email list campaign, and you're sending them out to videos over here and over here, which at that time might be more relevant to them and their situation. And they go through this video, then they go through this one, and then they're like, oh man, I remember that membership that he's been emailing me about. And boom, now you convert them over here when they started in your system all the way back over here. So you're saying, okay, William, you threw all this stuff out at me. How do I actually build this thing? I know it looks crazy on the screen with all the scribbles and all that kind of stuff, but think about it like this. First, you're going to set aside time every single week to record just one video for your YouTube channel every single week. And that one video that you create is going to go one of two places. It's either going to go up here in this row right here, or it's going to go down here. And if you think about this over a year's time, 52 weeks in a year, 50 if you're doing a couple weeks of vacation, take a couple weeks off. Well, then about once every 3 months, you create a video that goes down here. And every other week, you create one of those wider reaching videos that go up here in one of these buckets. Right? And then whether you start selling your membership right away or not, what you should be doing is scheduling time each week or every other week to create lessons that go into your membership, right? And if you just did this every other week for a year, at the end of the year, you would have 25 lessons in a membership for sale, right? And guys, one of the things I like to tell people is whether you actually even sold the membership or not, if you just did that process, think of all the digital products and courses you could have at the end of the year if you just recorded one lesson a week, right? Whether you sold this or figured out the funnels or any of that stuff at all, doesn't matter. But if you actually just did the process of recording one video a week for a membership, at the end of the year, you would have 25 lessons that you could sell, whether you sold them as a membership or different products or a bundle of products. That alone is powerful, right? And if you do go through and set this up as a membership that you start selling, doing exactly what I've showed you right here, well, you still have the option to bundle up some of these different lessons and some of the templates and tools that you create with them to sell as digital products or courses that are standalone that go alongside your membership as well. All right, so let's clear this out and let me give you the 30,000 foot view using that real life example. So let's clear this bad boy. And let's just draw some of these back up, right? So we got some videos up here, right? And again, we got our content buckets here, right? This is our budgeting bucket. We got our investing bucket. And guys, you can imagine this goes across 3 or 4 categories in total. But now let's say on the top end, one of these videos up here that has that broad appeal for this finance niche might be Budgeting 101, how to save money and get out of debt, right? Wide appeal, big target audience, a video that has the potential to get a lot of views for this channel, right? This video is catering to people that are wanting general basic financial advice. And then we might drive them down into one of our core content mini VSL videos down here. That might be advanced investment strategies, how to build wealth, right? So this is a more direct, targeted, advanced video. It's not that generic advice type video like you have more up here. This is more targeted, more specific, more detailed. That's going to provide more advanced insights into investing. And then from there, we're gonna have that feature section in our description that's gonna drive people over to the sales page. That might be that budgeting or investing template that they can buy for $1. We'd have a very similar process over here, doing something very similar with a broader video up here, going into one of our mini VSL core videos here that has our feature section in it there that is promoting that $1 offer, which is that budgeting or investing template, whatever we set up for this. Well, and then from there, if they buy that, we're going to give them that customer discount code to buy into our membership for just $13.50 the first month, right? $13.50. And this membership in this example might be mastering your financial future. And the promise and sales page for that membership is going to be promoting all the different weekly lessons that you create for that membership, like different budgeting and saving trainings and investing strategies and income generation strategies and all that kind of stuff. But I'm also going to teach you another really cool tactic to selling this membership. And it's actually not to sell it on the front end, because this customer discount alone is going to get a lot of people to buy. It's actually going to be what keeps people into it and excited, because all throughout this thing, guys, we want to create that feeling of, oh my gosh, I got an amazing discount. I can't believe how awesome this is, right? We did that on the front end by selling that $1 offer. And then we said, oh, guess what? Get our awesome membership for half the price for the first month. And it has a ton of awesome content to it. But then we're going to do it even better, because once they get in this membership, we're going to have what I call surprise content. And I love doing this on any membership that I sell. And this is where once they first log into the membership, they're going to get access to something that we never even talked about on the sales page. And guys, this is where you actually start to blow their minds, because they get in here, and in this niche example, we might have what looks like an entire course on the 5 pillars of wealth, right? And this might be 5 to 10, different videos and some tools and all that kind of stuff. It's almost like its own online course that they didn't even know that they were going to get access to when they bought into your membership. And now their mind is blown, because not only do we already have a couple preloaded weekly lessons in here that they can watch that are awesome content, but now they have this full course to consume, right? And it starts to blow their mind. And then for each one of these lessons that we create for weeks to come, we create some cool tools. So if I do a deep dive budgeting thing, I might give them some additional budgeting tools, right? Or an investing checklist one week when we're doing a training on investing, right? And I give them all this little bit of stuff with each one of the weekly lessons that just keeps them coming back for more and more, because not only do they know they're getting training every single week, but they know they're getting these awesome tools and templates and cool stuff. And we already hit them with this awesome, amazing course here on the back end. And I know you're probably looking at this like, man, that looks like a lot of work. And guys, it is. But the thing is, guys, doing something like that is what keeps these people not in here for 4 months, like I laid out for you in the example earlier. That's what keeps people in here for 6 months, 12 months. And that's where you really take that long-term value of that customer to well beyond $100 each. And you can just imagine, what the finances on a business like that might look like. And guys, this don't all have to be built in a day, right? Just because you learned it today doesn't mean that tomorrow you need to have this membership live. Just follow the simple process that I laid out for you, where you create one of these videos a week. And once every 3 months, you create one of these videos. And then you schedule time each and every single week to record a lesson for your membership. And maybe the first 6 to 8 weeks of that is actually building that core course that we have up here, right? So in 6 to 8 weeks from now, you have this bad boy in the membership. And then you record the next 2 weeks to get your first 2 membership lessons that people get access to when they buy it the first time. And then you launch that thing, you put it up for sale. And then it's just a steady schedule of recording 1 membership lesson a week that you plug into your membership. So guys, I hope you're excited, because what I just gave you could change your YouTube monetization this year, and you could have this fully live and rocking and rolling, and you could start doing it this week. So I'll see you in the next video.